and we hit the road for a quick overnight trip to Tyalgum, a tiny town in the Northern Rivers, just under 2 hours from Brisbane.
This was our first overnighter in the Opus 4, and we wanted to find out how doable just one night would be. We decided it needs to be less than a 2-hour drive from home, with a check-in time before noon to make it worthwhile. We left just after 8 a.m, had a clear run about the whole way without any traffic.
Our first stop was at Chindra. It's a perfect spot for coffee, pastries and a moment by the gorgeous Tweed River. We stopped in at Cubby Bakehouse. It is pretty, it's very popular, has great food and coffee, but a word of warning, it's so busy. Make sure you have enough time planned. We just grabbed coffees and some house-made sausage rolls, which were fantastic, but we were there for almost an hour.
Chindra is well set up for when you're towing a camper. Parking was really easy and with a heap of caravan parks along the Tweed River. If you wanted, this would also be a great space to whip out your own kitchen from the trailer and have a picnic by the river.
The drive from Brisbane to Tyalgum is so pretty. Between the cane fields, river, cute little towns and then into the mountains, on a day like this, it is stunning.
We booked the site through Hip Camp, Tyalgum Showgrounds. It's flat, easy to access and had everything we needed. We arrived right on check-in time, which is 12 o'clock, and had a few great spots to choose from. I'd highly recommend our spot, which is on the northeastern corner of the park. Setup took us almost about an hour. Usually takes us about 40 minutes, but we had a long chat with the caretakers who had never seen an Opus 4 inflate before.
From our site, we had a perfect view of Wollumbin, Mount Warning, over a field that had cows coming and going. Once we'd made the bed and set up the Opus, we checked out the great facilities. There are nice hot showers and a really well-stocked camp kitchen. Then we set off for a walk into town, which is an easy 10-minute stroll. You can either walk through the cow paddock or via the road past the school. The town is super cute, but also surprisingly functional, with just about every possible thing that you may forget while camping available. We stopped for a gelato on the way home and we highly recommend you do too. The flavours were incredible and so was the service.
Back at the camp, we wandered back down to the creek. It's the Oxley River. Locals say you can sometimes spot a platypus here if you're quiet and patient. We didn't have any luck on the day that we did, but we thought we may have seen something. This also serves as the town's water supply. It's a nice little weir with running water over rocks. You can actually swim on the downside of the weir if you want to, but you're not allowed to swim on the upside of the weir, as the town does draw the water from the upside of the weir.
Back at our camper, we watched the sunset with wine and cheese. We played games, listened to music, and ended up having an early night. The next morning was still and quiet. You could hear roosters crowing in the distance, and the cows wandered back slowly into the paddock.
We had the coffee brewing on the stove while we made our breakfast and packed up the bedding inside the camper. We've found that if you pack up as you go in the mornings and put things away after you've used them for the last time, it makes the final pack down much easier.
Before heading off, we wandered back into town for coffee and a browse. We weren't expecting much, but the shops really surprised us. They had so much character and variety and things you just don't find every day. We bought a gift, some gloves, and a solar shower, but I'm still thinking about some really nice handmade jewellery I saw that I regret not buying. It's got a great creative energy here. It's quiet but curious, and you can tell that the locals really love the town and are really keen to share it.
Once we got back from town, we started pack down at 10:15, and by 10:45 we were done. The opus folds down fast once you've got the rhythm.
If you enjoyed this little escape, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear if Tyalgum's now on your list, or if you've already been, what you thought about it. And thank you so much for watching our video this far. This is our first one and we are still learning, so please comment if you've got another destination that you'd like to hear about. We're always excited to be planning our next trip and we would love to have you along.
And if you're into easy trips, gear reviews and chilled weekend setups, hit subscribe so you don't miss what we're trying next.